Star Riders, and welcome back to Sincerely Yours, where every chapter is a new adventure. Grab your pens because today we're getting real. After 5 months, I finally finished the main storyline of Pokemon Legends Z-A, and I've got some honest thoughts to share. And when I say honest, I mean honest. Now, if you've been here for a minute, then you already know this isn't my first time talking about this game. About a year ago, I made a video breaking down my theories, my expectations, and everything I thought this game was going to be. But let's just say some of those takes, yeah, we need to revisit them. So, in today's video, I'm not only giving my full thoughts on the game, but I'm also going back and holding myself accountable, comparing what I predicted versus what we actually got. If you haven't seen the original video yet, don't worry, I've got you. I have it linked in the iCard above so you can check it out after this one. For now, let's rewind the clock for a second and take a look at what I said back then. What I really wish is that Mega Evolution had been developed into something lasting. Imagine if your Pokemon could stay in that form outside of battle, with new animations, new interactions, and that extra layer of immersion. Instead, Mega Evolution is stuck as this temporary gimmick that looks cool but doesn't add much depth anymore. And that's disappointing for a mechanic that once felt like the future of the franchise. One thing I would give Pokemon Legends Z-A is credit and flowers for is how it handled Mega Evolution. Because I'm not going to lie, this is one of the areas where the game completely surprised me. In my previous video, I said Mega Evolution always felt a little hollow. Like, yeah, the transformations look cool, but in battle, it kind of felt like a cosmetic upgrade. Like a Pokemon skin you equip, get your little moment, and then boom, it's gone. And back when it was first introduced in Pokemon X and Y series, it never really evolved past that idea. But in ZA, baby, they said, let's fix that. Because now Mega Evolution actually feels like a core mechanic. You can cycle through multiple Mega Evolutions in one battle. Your moves get enhanced, typing can change, and those plus effects, they mattered. I had to think, I had to plan, I had to adjust mid battle. And that is what I've been wanting from Pokemon Combat for years. It finally feels like Mega Evolution has purpose, not something that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company introduced and left behind. Good point, starting off strong, is that we finally got the first ever battle mechanic where Pokemon fights actually happen in real time, just like in the anime. For years, the games would just flash some text saying the opposing Pokemon dodged the attack, and we had to imagine it in our heads. But now, we actually get to see our Pokemon dodging, weaving, and moving around the battlefield with fluid, dynamic animations. And it's not just the Pokemon. Our trainer character can move around too, which opens up a whole new layer of immersion. This makes battles feel alive, like you're really commanding your team on the spot. Now, speaking of battling, we need to talk about the real time battling system because I have a love hate relationship with this mechanic. What I love is it feels immersive. Seeing my Pokemon move, react, get pushed around, it makes me feel like I'm actually in the fight with my Pokemon. But what I don't love, why are Pokemon attacking me? Like, if my Pokemon faints and I take too long to pull out another Pokemon in its place, okay, that's on me. But if my Pokemon is already out, why am I getting chased around while my Pokemon is just standing there confused? And the inconsistency, if I get hit too many times, I'm out. But NPCs, they get hit left and right like it's nothing. And don't even get me started on my Pokemon following me while I'm dodging. They end up getting hit because of me. I shouldn't have to babysit positioning like that. They should be able to dodge on their own when it works. It's great. But when it doesn't, it breaks the immersion completely. But one of the biggest things I wanted on my list was voice acting. Now, some of you on my YouTube shorts and TikTok commented, why would you expect the Pokemon Company to add voice acting? They're a lazy game company. And here's my answer. I expect it because we, the fans, spend our hard earned money on these games. Pokemon is one of the only major franchises where people are willing to buy every new release purely out of love for the battles, the adventure of being a trainer, and the memories we make with our teams. And yet, compared to other gaming franchises that charge the same price or even less, Pokemon still doesn't give us something as basic as voice acting. Now, this next one, this was controversial both on YouTube and TikTok when I first uploaded this, when I said it the first time. But I want voice acting in Pokemon. And surprise, Game Freak said no. Because Pokemon Legends Z-A still doesn't have it, and this isn't unrealistic. Voice acting is standard now. It adds life, personality, immersion. Reading everything, especially new names, can take you out of the experience. Now, yes, nicknaming Pokemon is cool, but it's not the same. For a game at this level, I think it's fair to expect more presentation. Even if it's not the main character, the world around us should feel alive. But honestly, I'm loving that we don't have all the information yet. Usually, the Pokemon companies spoil us way too much before release. By the time a new game comes out, we already know the legendary Pokemon, most of the characters we'll meet, and even the evil organization we'll be battling. Half of the mystery is gone before we even pick up the game. But this time, they're actually keeping things close to their chest. We don't have a clear confirmation of who the real villains are, and I love that. Right now, it feels like it could go either way. On one hand, the Rust Syndicate has been described as menacing, which fits the classic villain role. On the other hand, we have Quasico Inc., led by Jet, and something about that lady screams shade. Now, the story. This might be one of the best Pokemon stories outside of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I genuinely enjoyed it, and the twists they got me. I thought Quasico and the Rust Syndicate were villains. Nope. Thought Jet and Corbeau would betray us. Nope, that didn't happen. Then seeing Lysander from Pokemon X and Y come back, but Wiser helping Zygarde, it's wild. And I honestly was surprised, and I love that idea for him. Um, Even the Team Flare reveals, I guess was left of Team Flare, that was crazy. And the cafe moment, finding out that one of the old members of I'm about to say Team Z, Team Flare being a rank A competitor in a ZA Royale, that was crazy. And yeah, I was not ready for all of that. And I genuinely enjoyed that. Now, this one's gonna hurt a little bit, but the ZA Royale concept, amazing. That's all I can say, amazing. Like, I love the idea of climbing from rank Z to get to rank A, proving you're the best, perfect. But we never fully got it. And you might as well say the game gave us a cutscene option to jump from rank W to rank F. And and to be honest with you, this feels like a cop out because I really, really want to earn that title of actually really grinding through all 26 letters of the alphabet and getting to rank A and feeling like I'm the best. But I don't really feel like the best because I had to, you might as well say I basically got an option to cut while everybody else really truly had to grind to get where they are. But going back to the ZA Royale and even talking about the Infinite Royale, it's not the same. I mean, it's missed that structural climb, like I said, that I had to cut from I had not even cut. I have to jump from rank W to rank F. It like I said, it's missing that structural climb. And and I love the Infinite Royale as a post game feature, but it just feels like replacement actually kind of grinding through all the other letters to get to where I'm at, which is rank A. So yeah. A appears to take place entirely in Lumiose City, and that's a bit of a red flag in terms of scope. When the news of ZA taking place entirely in Lumiose City dropped, I was disappointed as I would love to explore and notice a difference in Kalos from 2014 to now. Also, I believe it's not fair that we get to practically explore the whole Sinnoh region in Legends Arceus and not explore the Kalos region in this upcoming game. Now, let's talk about Lumiose City because actually surprised me. It's way bigger than it looks. With all the wild zones and side content, it actually feels alive. And I get why we kept it in one location, but I still wish to that we got the chance to explore more of Kalos than just Lumio City. Because if you think about it, in game they said everything that happened in X and Y was 5 years after everything that happened. And I would love to see the changes that happen within those 5 years for the Kalos region, like how our old player home has changed, how the different cities and maybe even gyms that maybe that was once gyms turned into something else. I don't know, something different. I mean, I just would love to see the changes that the whole region had to do and see how Ultimate Weapon not only affected Pokemon, but the people of the region. But like speaking of like exploring more of Kalos, like imagining revisiting your old home in Pokemon X and Y, or like reconnecting your old save file from X and Y and get the chance to fight your past self. I think that would have been an amazing side content, or maybe possibly like a fun little side DLC side mission. But that would have been insane. So such a missed opportunity, but I still love it. Lastly, let's talk about AZ. If you haven't finished the main game, this is a spoiler warning. Please log off or jump out this video and hop back in once you reach the complete end of the main storyline of the game. But th- but AZ, I was not ready for this. I was not ready for this, and I did not see this coming. And at first, when it ha- at first when it came down to the final epic battle of the game. I was I was judging AZ. Like, why aren't you moving? Like, why aren't you out front? We are here because of you. And then to find out he passes away alone after everything, and finding out that he knew it was coming and he kept a brave face about it, like that really killed me. And but what really kind of like I guess you could say that somewhat took the cake is not only that he knew it was coming, he was literally preparing for the end of his own life. Like he really had Naveen, took measurements. This man is like 7 foot tall. I don't know how he's like 7 foot something. He had Naveen literally took his measurements and prepared him like a funeral outfit and didn't really tell him the real reason why. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I lost it. This is probably one of the most emotional moments in a Pokemon game that I have ever experienced and that I could ever remember. And I hate that I didn't talk to him more. And because looking back on it, seeing him coughing, I'm gonna call this the Arthur Morgan effect. It's just really, I just hate that I didn't talk to him more. You know, the signs was there, but I ignored it. I don't. AZ wasn't perfect, but he really grew to be a lovable character, and and he will be missed. R.I.P. to AZ. And Star Riders, that's my full review of Pokemon Legends Z-A. After 5 months with this game, some of my thoughts have changed. Some I was right about, and some, yeah, I was completely wrong. But that's what makes every chapter special. Now, I want to hear from you. What did you love? What didn't work? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to join us on this journey through the stars for more out of this world ideas. Until next time, keep your pen to the stars and your heart in the pages. Sincerely yours.